What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on TTOO Stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we got this movement to the downside, during which this asset lost, let me show it to you, about 40% to the downside, and then it regained about 30% back. Then I will continue with the fundamental news, and I will show you what news was the catalyst of this price action. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this very point, and I've told you that most likely this asset should break this range of support that I marked previously, and we might see the movement to the downside that eventually should land at the ranges of about 10 cents price point. But this movement shouldn't be the straight drop to the downside, and my assumption was that we should see some kind of bounce to the upside. And as you can see, this bounce is happening right now. And I don't know where will be the top of this bounce, but we might retest it at this range of resistance, or we might break it to the upside, and it will be a false breakout, and then we will have another leg to the downside. So I have to say that my win rate on this asset is quite high. For now, I reached 90% of accuracy in this asset. Let me show you that I made the video right here with the assumption that we have to hit this price target. It is the top of the previous swing high, and we hit it. Then at this very point, I've told you that we have to go lower, and we've made this movement to the downside. Then I made a video right here that we have to break and retest this range of support, and we broke it to the downside. At this very point, where we reached the range of support from the previous price action, my main assumption was that we have to see another leg to the upside, and it happened. Then at this point, I've told you that we have to see another leg to the downside that potentially might retest this range. Another video was made right here with the same exact intention. And here I made a video where my main assumption was that we have to break this range of support, but instead of this we went higher. Let me mark this arrow. We went higher, and at this very point I've told you not to enter the position because we were in undecisive phase. So technically I missed this prediction. I made the wrong prediction, but from the financial standpoint, you shouldn't lose any money because I didn't tell you that you have to enter any of your position. Then I made a video right here, and I've told you that we have to see another leg to the downside that should retest this range. And at this point I've told you that we have to break it. So I've made 9 correct predictions and 1 incorrect. This means my win rate is 90% on this asset right now. And this is a quite good achievement, and definitely that is why you can rely on my technical analysis as a part of your due diligence. So let me show you what was the reason of this quite harsh price action, and let me remind you that previously this asset received its FDA approval, and it was the reason why it went to the upside, but eventually it retested the previous swing low and it broke it to the downside, and during this movement it lost, let me show you like this, it lost about 67%, almost 67% of its value. So, and let me show you this news. We are on Investor Place, and this article was published just 2 days ago, and it's titled CR Group just sold more shares of T2 Biosystems stock. And the key bullets are following. Shares of biotech specialist T2 Biosystems slipped sharply on Tuesday. A major investor sold a significant volume of shares in recent days. The divestiture in TTOO stock comes despite seemingly encouraging news. And let me quote you this. According to a Seeking Alpha report, investment firm CR Group disclosed in a filing with the US Securities and Exchange Commission dated September 25th that it disposed of an aggregate of 6.3 million shares of TTOO stock. The transaction, which occurred on September 21st, hit a value of approximately $1.9 million. Adding to the jitters for TTOO stock, investment data aggregator Guru Focus notes that CR Group, which represents a 10% owner, sold 7.75 million shares on September 20th and 10.4 million shares on September 19th. In the trailing 1 month period, TTOO suffered an erosion of over 40% of equity value. And let me show you these filings. If you take a look on the list of insider traders, you can see that this company, Capital Royalty LP, sold a bunch of their shares, and this brings a lot of bearish pressure on the stock price, and this leads to this quite harsh movement to the downside. And for now, we have this bounce, and technically, let me show you that on a 30 minutes time frame. Let's zoom into 5 minutes time frame. We had we hit the oversold condition just yesterday, and it hit the range of about 12.66 points. And definitely, this quite harsh movement to the downside had to be unloaded. And this movement is pretty much retracement for the entire way from its swing high to swing low. So, and what should we expect next? I have to say that this asset is still in the list of most active sections on stocktweets.com website. This means it is still of some kind of meme stocks. On top of that, from the fundamental standpoint, I've showed you that this asset doesn't have very good financials. It cannot cover their liabilities with their assets. And I have to say that if you take a look on the list of their institutional investors, you can see that all of them got rid of their position back in April and May of this year. On top of that, they didn't file any new 8K forms. We don't have any updates along these lines. And with the lack of news, definitely this asset has to go even lower, and it has to hit some major ranges of support. And this range of support is right here. I will show you it in just several minutes. And before we dive deep into the technical analysis, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and drop me a line in the comment section if you think this video is useful for you. So let's switch to, let's say, 30 minutes time frame, and let me show you that this asset is in downtrend basically for more than 1.5 months, since August 15th. And the range of support that I marked previously is still the same. It is about 10 cents price point. It is a round number by itself, and it had a quite decent price action along these lines from July 12th till July 28th. For about 2 weeks, it was hovering around these ranges, and that is why if this asset will break its swing low at this point, at 15.4 cents price point, we might see the next range of support around 10 cents level. And guys, from the fundamental standpoint, I think it is not the best contender to be in your investment portfolio. That is why you have to be very cautious with any of your long positions, any of your investment long positions in this asset. And you can benefit, definitely, you can benefit out of its price action. And you can watch my videos, you can watch my previous videos on this asset, and you can prove my words. And that is why, guys, if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap.